right there, bro. Like,
Okay. Woo. All right, Shalom. We are the biblical Hebrew Israelites. We come in week in and week out. Prophesy the downfall of America. And also to wake up the elect of our people. All right? Slide. Nope. But before we get started, we'll give our honor, praises, and glory to Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Rakabadas. Alright, we'll give double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone rule well, and peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect, man. Alright, and like I said, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We come in week and week out. Alright, from the four corners of the earth, man, to prophesy the downfall of America. Alright, and to wake up the biblical Hebrew Israelites, because we are a lineage, and we're here to wake up the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay? But also, it's a physical bloodline, and you have to be spiritually an Israelite, which basically you are of the elect, all right? Because right now, we know that 2/3 of our people are not going to get it on this side. We're in Babylon the Great. So 2/3 of our people are not going to get it, so we're only here for the 1/3 remnant, all right? And 144,000, okay? But today is so-called July the 4th. July's the 4th, like Brother Shamar likes to say, man. And basically, you have our people popping fireworks and celebrating, putting on the grill. Let's get that. I would not spell it. Yeah. Because you got people celebrating and cooking on the grill, all right, or whatever, but mostly it's the grill celebrating the independence of America, which America is the most harsh captivity that we have been in. Okay, you're not supposed to be celebrating just like this would be the same as if we were celebrating Egypt on a certain day, or celebrating Babylon on a certain day. You know what I'm saying? Right. Celebrating Rome, celebrating Greece, okay? Which were all captivities of us, which was set up by Yahawashi to be an punishment. Let me get that. Not to be wiped out, yeah, because we were sent here as a punishment. This is not something to glorify. This is not something to take in a light regard, man. This is something that we need to basically see as a punishment. Okay, say if you I like analogy. Say if you have a son and you're punishing him and you put him on punishment, that's not supposed to be a fun thing, so to say. It's not supposed to be a glorified thing. All right, he's supposed to know that he's being punished for a certain reason, and he's supposed to feel that anguish and feel all of that, just so you can get your point across. And that's what the Lord did to us by sending us over into certain captivities, the most recent one being Babylon the Great over here in America.
Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 6, you were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies.
Now, how did we get over here into the Americas, man? We were sold, all right? Pursuant to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the 68th verse, man. We came over here in ships, all right? We came over here by way of ships on auctioning blocks, okay? So that's the reason why we're over here. We got sold over here to actually sell a person. That's degrading first and foremost, man. Because there shouldn't be a price on a person itself if they're a heathen. Alright? Us Israelites, we don't have a price because we are we have the most high power, Yahawashi. There is no price on his beloved people, man. Okay? And that's gonna be in the kingdom, but we are still those people, man. But not to go off subject, but we were sold over here into captivity. So this is a place of slavery. This is a place that it served as our punishment, just as the scriptures say. Now, the Lord saved a remnant, so it didn't destroy us totally. All right. he saved a remnant. It didn't destroy us totally, but it was to basically remind us that we did wrong in the sight of the Lord and to better our ways, man. Okay?
And the scriptures also said, that we are yet this day in our captivity.
Yep.
So we're reading this right now.
Yep.
Okay? We're reading it right now. So that means you Israelites, you still in your captivity, man.
Yeah.
You're subject to payments. You're actually traded on the New York Stock Exchange, man. These so-called Jewish bankers, these Amalekites, these goddamn gutter rats over fucking the so-called Israeli state, they trade you, man.
Yeah.
You gotta go to them for everything, man. It says as part of the curses, you got the one of all things.
Yep.
So what do you really now? The Lord gave us freedom in the spirit. We ran in the spirit, man, because He sent Kokodash to us, man. So spiritually, we've been what you call it, revived and freed and regenerated in the spirit.
Real fast, so I can get it I get that real fast.
Yeah, John 8.
Yep.
Yeah. So spiritually, we winning, man. But in the flesh, you can't even drive a car without going to Esau for a driver's license.
You can't drive a car without going to Esau for a driver's license. As soon as you come out your mom's womb, you have a birth certificate, which basically makes you a product. All right, you have basically a patent on you, man. All right, and the patent belongs to a maker. Okay, and the maker over here is so-called Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right, but we're freed from that. We understand that we were set up to be put in this position, but we don't succumb to that. It's not take over our psyche. All right, we know that the Most High God, Most High God, all right, is. Y'all have a question?
No, I'm just listening.
Okay, well, hey, the Israelites are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay, God didn't send His Son, who y'all in the call Jesus Christ, to die for everyone. He died for only the nation of Israel, which so-called are the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And also, the scriptures say that we will be spread into the other nations. So you have Israelites that look like other nations. You have Israelites that look like a so-called Chinese man, a so-called white person, or whatever. But the basis of it right here is the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's the bulk that's over here in the Americas. Okay, that's why we're put in slavery. That's why we're at the bottom of the totem pole. That's why we're looked down upon, we're spit upon. Okay, we're like the scriptures say, we are proverbs and bywords, because we are the Lord's chosen people. All right, and the Lord did not look like a so-called white man. Okay, when you go into the scriptures, the Lord had very, very dark skin, and He had very, very curly hair, which belongs to the so-called Negroes. So that's what you believe? Okay.
This is John 8:32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
That's right, and we know the truth, and that set us free. We're not calling ourselves black. We're not calling ourselves niggas. We're not calling ourselves none of that. We're claiming our biblical nationality, which actually sets us free. Okay?
We are God's people.
We are God's people. That's right.
It's the spirit. Like the brother said, in the spirit, we've been free. So in our spirit, we're free from all the lies of Babylon. That's right. And all the philosophies they put on us.
That's right. That's right.
Let's go eat dessert. Peace.
All right.
Yep.
She might be Israel. You never know.
Drug away.
Yeah.
Drawn like a moth to the flame.
Bring that John 8 again, man.
St. John chapter 8 and verse 32.
Yeah.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
All right, and this truth has set us free. Okay? Growing up in our lives, we have been tricked and duped to believe that a white man, a so-called Edomite, okay, which is their biblical nationality, because nobody is the color of white, which we have to say over and over again. All right, Hebrew 101. Hebrew Israelites 101. White man, nobody's white, okay? We have right, a Joshua. Right. You know what I'm saying? Wasted away is he, which his name was later turned to Edom, okay, which means red. Okay? But yeah, back to that. We were raised to believe that the Most High Power is, all right, an actual Edomite, which is totally opposite of the scriptures, which is actually basically the root definition or the root example of blasphemy. Because to say that the Most High and His Son is the devil that He set up, okay, the vessel fitted for wrath, fitted for destruction, it's total blasphemy, man. All right, and then that's even if you go into the laws, because if you don't have a certain level of melanin in your skin, then you are basically you're unclean. So basically, we were raised to believe that our powers, the Most High God Yahweh and His Son Yahawashi, were unclean. Okay, so we got to do a whole bunch of erasing. People always like to say, forget about slavery. How you gonna forget about slavery when the residual result of slavery produces this level of niggas that you see now? I ain't gonna say Israelites, niggas. All right, looting and robbing your own people. Okay, bowing down to the lesser of all of the nations, man.
Yeah, because what comes along with slavery, you had to take on your oppressor's God, man.
Yeah.
And you had to take on your oppressor's fashion and his manners, man.
Yeah.
That's a big, like the brother said, the residuals of that you can't even account for, man.
Right.
There's
So
no
you can't
accounting for
forget-
that.
you can't forget
That's
about
why you imbeciles talking about reparations. There are no amount of reparations gonna make this right.
Right.
The only thing that's gonna make this right is the Lord come back and destroy this place.
Right, bro.
So that's it. They don't take that. They don't take this seriously, man. They don't care. And the only reason they're talking about reparations is to lull you so-called Negroes back to sleep. Man. You know what does it say? A gift destroys the heart. A man of the Lord, a hopeful elect. Those of us who are doing this work, we don't want a Federal Reserve notes, man.
Hell no.
We want a kingdom wherein dwells righteousness, man.
That's
We
right,
want
bro.
things set in order.
That's right, bro.
Brothers are sick and tired of this, man.
That's right. And that's the real Independence Day, man.
Right.
We don't get independence, we don't get sovereignty, which is the top level of independence, okay? We don't get sovereignty until Yahawashi get back. You know what I'm saying? And rules the world, like the brother said, in righteousness. All right?
Did you still want the Amos where it talks about the sin?
Yeah. All right, yeah, go out. Because, man, you got our people out here basically burning spiritual incense, because when you dedicate your time to create a meal in the observance of a certain day, which we do, you know what I'm saying, for our high holy days, but when you do that on the left-hand side, okay, that's basically paying homage to Satan, man. Because everything that's not paying homage to Yahawashi goes to the left, and the leader of the left-hand side is Satan. So that's why the Lord said that He will not smell in your solemn assemblies, man. Today is a solemn assembly.
Yeah.
July the 4th, man. You got people cooking burgers and hot dogs and shit on the grill, man, in observance of our captivity.
Right.
All right, that's basically what it is, man.
Yeah.
I'm getting mad talking about the shit, man.
Yeah. And all that's doing is fueling, because see, these elites want you. They want you to celebrate these things because that makes them money. That makes their position in the earth stronger, man.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want you disconnected. You know what I'm saying, from the ways of Esau, or like the brother said, not observant. Man, I didn't do nothing today, man. I stayed to myself, hung out my children for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Meditated and everything like this. I can give my energy to this shit, man. I don't want to be around all this folly and foolishness and seeing our people be dumbasses with red, white, and blue on, eating pork chops, like the brother said, like candles. That's a spirit, like you said, that's spiritually, you're giving your energy to the left hand.
Exactly.
And like the brother said, that's vexing. It's vexation. It causes us vexation of spirit.
Yeah.
The same way Lot was vexed.
Firecrackers, that's a form of incense. You firing firecrackers in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Scaring my damn dog.
Right. Burning up, glittering all over the place, man.
Yeah.
That's folly.
That's folly. That's complete folly, man.
Yeah.
And brothers are tired of this shit, man.
Yeah.
Lord willing, this is the last July 4th, man.
Yeah. And Ocean City, Maryland today, a fire truck carrying truck carrying firecrackers blew up, man.
Now, if that is, that's an omen.
Yeah.
Because this whole place is gonna blow up. Man.
Yeah.
Let me get that. Bro.
Yeah, it's a lucky, brother.
No
I just thought that was funny.
Hell yeah.
Amos 5 and 21.
Yeah.
I hate I despise your feast days,
That's right.
and I will not smell in your solemn assembly.
That's right. So the Lord does not observe July 4th. Okay? When you burn, now burning incense is a spiritual thing, man. We do that so it can be a pleasant smell to the Lord's nose, man, so to say. All right. But when you do it on the left hand side, you're paying homage to another god, man. All right, because Satan observes July 4th. All right, the Most High does not observe July the 4th, man. Come on, man.
You don't know nothing about no
Our
July.
people are still in slavery. How you gonna celebrate slavery, man? All right, and the Lord, like the brother just brought out, the Lord put us here for a reason. So you gonna celebrate? Oh, I'm glad I'm getting my ass whooped. I'm glad I'm in. You know what I'm saying? No, that means you're not learning. That means you're not being sorrowful. That means that you don't want to repent. You want to stay here and continue it on, man. To continue that cycle, that vicious cycle. All right, but hey, the Lord. That's why the Lord set a remnant out here to blast all that, man. We're out here on July 4th telling people that this is wrong, man. All right, that's a beautiful thing, man. All right, but and speaking of Independence Day, okay, there's a movie that came out in the 90s, the late 90s, I believe, around 1998 or something like that, called Independence Day, and it showed. I hate you. Man, Independence Day, all right, which showed that the invasion of foreign UFOs, unidentifiable flying objects, okay, and the inhabitants thereof were aliens, man. Now, they're setting it up because the Pentagon and all these federal agencies are saying that they have footage of so-called UFOs and that they're real. And one recently that I saw, they actually they shot a missile through the UFOs, man, and the UFOs were unscathed because those are the vehicles of the Most High. Okay, those are spiritual vehicles. They are not vehicles that are inhabited by green ET long-fingered aliens, man. Big bug-eyed, big-head, long-fingered aliens. These angels actually look like so-called Negro men with long beards, afros, deep dark-skinned, big muscles, sprawly, coming out like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Those are the true inhabitants of the UFOs, man. And they're coming back with the so-called UFOs, and they're coming back to deliver the elect of the Most High's people and to aid in the destruction of Babylon the Great and various places all over the earth. Okay, you got to.
Oh no, I'm done.
Okay, now let's get and let's prove that. Let's get Ezekiel. Let's get Ezekiel.
Top.
Yeah.
Con. Ezekiel 1:1. Ezekiel 1:1. Now it came to pass in the 30th year, in the 4th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I was among the captives by the river of Chabar, that the heavens were open, and I saw visions of the Most High.
Okay, and the heavens were open. Man. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel saw visions of the Most High. So let's go.
In the 5th day of the month, which was the 5th year of King Joachim's captivity, the word of Yahweh came expressly unto Ezekiel, the priest, the son of Uzi, in the land of the Chaldeans by the river Chabar, and the hand of the Lord was there upon him. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness about it, and out of the midst thereof was the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire.
Now look, it said a whirlwind, okay? And okay, now this, as we always have to explain to people, the Bible, okay, was written more, began to be written more than 2,000 years ago. So they were held to the verbiage that was available to them. Okay, so when they say whirlwind, when they say clouds, when they say scroll, it's basically the best thing that they can describe what they were seeing. Okay, so that's why it was set the whirlwind, and it also set up as a stumbling block for you people not to get it. A whirlwind. Oh, is that a tornado?
Most High don't want y'all to get it, man.
Yeah,
He constantly
exactly.
brings this out, man. That's why it's coded.
Yeah.
You know, basically,
Okay, I got you.
yeah, basically, yeah, gotta say, oh, it was 2. Well, my bad, I thought it was 12. So, one of the things is the chariots is referred to as whirlwinds. You know, might see the word cloud in there. The word wings, you know.
Yeah.
So the
Scroll.
right, scroll.
White horse.
Those ain't UFOs. We identified them through the Spirit.
That's right.
This is 2 Kings, chapter 2, and verse 11. Yep. It says, and it came to pass as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire, and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder, and Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven.
There you go. So that same whirlwind that we're talking about that was referenced in the Bible, all right, took up Elijah. Okay, that whirlwind is or cloud, all right, is a chariot. Okay, the chariots, and then Alicia's gonna say it.
Yeah. This is the chariot of Israel.
Exactly.
I'll drop it. Back to 2 Kings, 2nd chapter, in verse 12. And Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, my father,
Right.
the chariot of Israel,
Okay.
and the horsemen thereof.
That's right.
And he saw him no more, took hold of his own clothes and rent them in 2 pieces.
Exactly. So he said the chariot of the Most High. He saw a so-called UFO, but he knew through the Spirit and our forefathers, okay, that was the vehicles of the Most High. Yahawashi, man. Okay, so these chariots, these UFOs that the U.S. military has been showing y'all in pieces and has been filtering, because they're not gonna show you everything that these chariots is doing, man. I bet these chariots has been destroying shit.
Yep. That's beautiful you said that, man. You talking about a missile?
Yeah.
I think these chariots have been blowing shit up, man.
Yeah.
Like I think they've been hitting ships and
Yeah.
we don't know. Like the brother said, they're only gonna show you what they want.
Exactly.
You know,
Yep.
there's an untold amount of footage available on these things.
Right.
And we just now catching it, and you sheeple are just seeing a tiny, tiny little speck of a glimpse, of their power and majesty. You know?
That's right, bro.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they're gonna start. You know, they're gonna start World War III. They're gonna be blowing shit up, man.
Yeah. And through the Spirit of prophet Yahawashi Yahawashi, that glimpse is more than enough.
Yeah.
Because if it was up to them,
Yeah.
they would not even tell you anything about a damn so-called UFO. They wouldn't even acknowledge it. They'd be like, okay, it's fiction, it's in the movies, it's not real. But it's happening so much, and there's so many so-called whistleblowers that they have to be like, you know what, all right, they're real. But we don't know what they are, but yes, they do exist. Because if it was up to Esau, they wouldn't even acknowledge the chariots.
That's the beautiful thing about this internet, man.
Yep.
Which you know this internet was given to us. It was actually given to the middle of the Lord to forward the gospel. You know, but it's allowed all these things to be made manifest. So now Esau's in big time damage control mode now. You know? But there's really nothing he can do about it. I mean, you know, that's all the way out the bag.
What happens to America, you can't control.
Can't.
Yep. Okay, what was the
Oh, I did that second.
Okay, let's go back to
Con. This is back in Ezekiel chapter 1 and verse 4. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolded itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof as the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire.
That's right. So, hey, that color of amber, man, when you look up the color of amber, it's a deep, dark, a deep brown. Okay? And that's showing what it was. Now, let's just get Daniel 79. Because when you talk about a fine hole,
This is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 9. It says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire.
See, there you go. Now it talks about that fire, that burning fire, man. All right, so he had chariots around him, man. All right, chariots, and his energy is of pure fire. Okay, so that explains, they're basically vehicles of the Most High right there, because it talks about and it likens the fire to the Ancient of Days, which is the Most High God, Yahweh. Okay, now let me get that. We also get Exodus 4.
This Zechariah 5:1. Then I turned and lift up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll.
There you go. So that's the verbiage that they were using, and you can find it in different parts of the Bible. Now, was Zechariah actually looking at an actual flying roll, a scroll in the sky, a big ass scroll in the sky? No.
There's camps out there that literally said that was the Bible flying in the sky.
Yeah.
Like a big ass King James Bible was flying up above it.
Right.
But he was seeing it.
Right.
He was seeing the KJV flying up.
In the old scriptures, the Old Testament was written on a scroll.
Yeah.
So wait, that's the Dead Sea Scroll? What?
You gotta break down his eyes.
Yeah. Bugged out.
Yeah.
So there you go. And that's just certain examples in the Bible solidifying that different types of verbiage has been used to describe the same thing. That's it, man. That's it. Okay?
Verse 2, Zechariah 5:2. And he said to me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
Now his perception of that was based off what he saw in the sky. So it was way bigger than that. Just to say, if you see a plane flying, all right, and you would say, oh, it looks like it's 2 inches. Right, no, that plane is not 2 inches. So, in a cubit, if I believe, it's basically like basically half of your, about a foot and a half.
Yeah.
So,
That was a big chariot.
that was in his vision. Yeah. That's just what he saw, like from wherever that chariot was.
Yeah. So basically, that would be like a 30-foot by 20-foot chariot.
Yeah.
That's a big vehicle.
Yeah, and that's the perception of you seeing it from outer space, from the ground.
Yeah.
So it's like that was a big ass chariot. That was a big ass chariot.
You gotta think, 30 feet. Yeah, you
From
You know what I'm saying? How that scale out?
high
That's a big
scale,
ship, man.
Yeah, that's a big
Good analogy about the airplane. 757 looks like a damn little
speck in the fucking sky.
It's a Boeing.
Yeah. And the plane was fucking
Yeah, it's massive.
Huge.
yeah.
Zechariah 5 and verse 3. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, and everyone that swears shall be cut off, as on this side according to it.
Now this is the curse that's going over the whole earth, man. Because when these chariots return, they're not returning in you know what I'm saying? They're not returning kindly. All right, they're returning to basically be salvation for the elect and be death and destruction for everybody else, man. Even 2/3 of his own people. Okay. And they're gonna aid in, because when you think about it, these chariots possess more destruction than a thermonuclear missile, because they are pure energy and they are pure power from Yahawashi and Yahawashi. So whatever power that Yahawashi and Yahawashi, they said one angel can destroy the earth. So if an angel that's operating a vehicle, you know what I'm saying, a spiritual vehicle, you know how much power that's going. Come on, one thermonuclear missile can't destroy the earth, but one angel can, because they possess like power that's basically unknown to man, man. Whatever Yahweh infinite power, man. You know. All right. Exodus 40. 34.
Okay. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 40, and verse 34. Then a cloud covered the tent of the congregation.
Okay, there you go. There's a cloud. Now, is that a big? Is a nimbus? It's a stratus. Stratus. It's cumulus. Whatever cloud.
Right.
So damn rain cloud just covered the whole tent. No, man. As we read, okay, the chariots are likened to cloud. Chariots are likened to scrolls and different things. So it was an actual chariot. And it's gonna show you because what cloud lights up unless it's emitting thunder? I mean light. You know what I'm saying?
It says, in the glory of the Lord built the tabernacle. And Moses was not able to enter into the tent of the congregation because the cloud abode thereon, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle.
Right.
These things are glorious, man.
Glorious,
That's
yeah.
that's the glory of the Yahawashi outside. Those vehicles.
Yeah.
You know, that's why he couldn't enter into it.
That's right.
You know, it says that when the cloud was taken up over the tabernacle, the children of Israel went onward in all their journey. But if the cloud were not taken up, then they journeyed not until the day that it was taken up. For the cloud of the Lord was upon the tabernacle by day, and fire was on it by night, in the sight of all the house of Israel throughout all their journey.
Now that's how you know it, because you can couple it with another scripture. I don't know where it's at right now, but basically they, like the scripture said, they were led by a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. Okay, so how can a regular cloud turn into a pillar of fire, man? It's talking about a chariot and it lit up extraordinarily, all right, extraordinarily, you know, at night because it needed to emit a certain amount of light. Okay, so it was a chariot, man. So these are the lights, man. So let's go back to Ezekiel 1. Let's see you brother free. Zico.
Back in Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 5, also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man.
Okay, they had the likeness of a man. So they look like a man that you will see on the street. Okay, 2 legs, 2 arms, okay, a head, shoulders, standing upright. Okay, so it wasn't no 4-legged creature. It wasn't no alien, no ET. All right, it wasn't nothing like that. It looked like a man. Okay.
Verse 6, and every one had 4 faces, and every one had 4 wings.
That's right. So there you go. They had 4 duties. Now, when you look up that word face.